everyone. Welcome to the Kindergarten Weekly Video Log from the 8th to the 11th of September. From the joy of stories to the spirit of celebration. This week in the kindergarten was full of excitement, and we indeed are excited to share it with you in our log. But first, let's hear from Ms. Salma, who will be sharing the exciting updates on what our pre-KG children have been learning this week.
This week, students were introduced to a new phonic sound through a fun and engaging story. They practiced making the sound and identifying words that begin with letter N. Literacy, the children were introduced to a new story, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The story was presented with engaging props which captured their interest and excitement. The children absolutely enjoyed listening and participating in the story. During the numeracy sessions, students continued exploring AB patterns. They practiced identifying and creating patterns using a variety of manipulatives such as blocks, unifix cubes, etc. This week in UOW, students were introduced to the topic of fruits. They actively participated in discussions, confidently identifying and naming different fruits.
Our children from KG1G will now tell us all about the wonderful learning that took place in the KG1 classrooms.
In UW, we continued learning about habitats. We observed animals, plants and people in the 4 habitats and filled the recording sheet. In phonics, we devised the sounds ha, ba. We also learned the diagram. In numeracy, we continued learning the topic estimation. We estimated the number of objects, then counted to check the actual number. He also recorded our answer on the sheet.
This week's KG2 highlights will be shared by our enthusiastic reporters from KG2D.
This week, we learned the short O sound. We learned words like book, foot, good and cook. In literacy, we enjoyed the story The 3 Little Sheep. We described our favorite characters using describing words like white, brown, big and sharp to show what the characters look like. This week in numeracy, we continued learning addition. We practiced making number sentences like 4 plus 6 equals to 10 and understood that the numbers which we add are called add-ins. This week in UOW, we learned object and materials. We understood the difference between object and materials it is made of. We sorted object into glass, plastic, metal, wood and fabric.
Literacy Day was an unforgettable celebration of language, learning and creativity in our kindergarten section on the 8th and the 9th of September. The day started with a colorful parade of letters as children came dressed up as the first letter of their names. The joy of storytelling was brought alive by our pre-KG teachers who captivated the children through engaging story sessions. Adding an element of play, the sentence cracker game had the KG2 children collaborating and thinking critically as they formed sentences. This week, our kindergartners experienced the joy and traditions of Onam. Teachers began by sharing a PPT on the significance of Onam, helping children understand the cultural meaning of this beautiful festival. The celebrations continued with the students enjoying traditional games, and together they also arranged a colorful Pookalam design showcasing teamwork, creativity and festive cheer. The week reminded us that learning goes beyond the classrooms. It is about stories, traditions and celebrations. On this note, we end this week's log and we'll be back with fresh updates next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.